guard matchup.
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's done in at the 3. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the shot's good.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Takes a 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense. His elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
6 to shoot, and another shot. And at last, they get one to fall.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Booker. Beal surveying the D. Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Phoenix shooting their first foul shots of the night.
Nick Richards, 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Now here's Dort. Nice D from Durant. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknall and I were able to chat. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. They get it back. Hartenstein. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hartenstein's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Booker attacking. Out to Beal. Pass to Durant. Dort with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Booker against Dort. Here's Durant. Here's the 3. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And Gilgeous-Alexander. Here we go.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
2 minutes.
Booker surveying the D. That one is off. Good work defensively by Dort. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Fires, top of the key. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Booker can't get it to go.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Holmgren, the pass to Williams. They grab their own miss. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Booker. No made baskets yet. To the paint. And stolen by Holmgren. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Dort. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Second team foul.
Suns trail by 10. Dunn outside. And he drives in to the middle. Here's Durant. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Durant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Booker, pass to Richards. Just 3 on the clock. Can't get the layup. And so it's Oklahoma City up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Defense. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've put their hard hats on and gone to work on the offensive boards. Those second chance points can really energize a team.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. At the arc, KD drains it.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. Holmgren finds Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Booker, the pass to Beal. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. Booker, the pass to Richards. And that one is stuffed right through.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes to Williams. Back to Hartenstein. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Suns ball.
Suns trail by 3. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then. I don't care which side of the pick and roll KD is on, he is the threat.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Dort's shot is good.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Booker against Dort. Booker, the pass to Richards. Driving inside. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Deflected! And he gets it back.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And there's another one for the Thunder.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
13 foul.
Durant way outside. No good on the quick three. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Durant with a screen on Dort. Here's Booker. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Suns trail by 3. Oh, Williams with the block.
And Williams getting his timing just right on the block. Defending with purpose.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. And he drops the first.
For the Suns, Nick Richards. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Pass to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Another shot. Oh, Booker in close.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and rolls.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Dunn. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Can't get it to fall. Now 3 for 5 in this one. The Suns have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Pass to Dunn. Back to Durant. Easy money for KD inside.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Knocks it loose. Launches it from deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Tyus Jones is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Bol Bol, then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. Mitchell, the pass to Williams. And the 3 off target. Phoenix leading by 4. Allen outside. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Here's Caruso. Williams passes to Caruso. Now Wallace. Not going to go that time. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Back to Allen. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Caruso with the bucket.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Jones in the post. Check by Mitchell. Jones finds Bull. The Suns need to get off a shot. And they'll get another chance. And finished off by Bull.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
Wallace can't tie it up. That one misses. And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. 3-point lead. Allen. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard. But his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
Mitchell against Jones. Mitchell, the pass to Williams. The three-pointer off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Allen. Here's Plumlee. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Wallace outside. Left side, Williams. Fires the three. Knocks down the triple. Williams has got himself on the board with a three there.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Jones, the pass to Allen. Down low. Here's Bull. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. The Suns leading. Jones feels it out. Pass to Allen. Back to Jones. The three. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Caruso misses. For Phoenix, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. O'Neal passes to Jones. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Bull, a screen on Dort. For three, Allen hits the trifecta.
Grayson Allen.
Allen's got 5 points now this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job of playing through the screen.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
The dive for the ball. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns ahead. They lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Here's Dunn, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Inside, and stolen by Durant. And they're on the break. Jumps up, and it's Durant gliding in for the fast break finish.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. It's Dort on the wing, fires the three, and the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Hits a three-pointer.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Can they get it? Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Pass to Hartenstein. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Takes the three. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Booker with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Lets a floater go. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
So it's Oklahoma City now. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside for Dort. Shot clock at 6. No good with the triple. The Suns lead by 11. Booker with it. Durant with a screen on Dort. The kick to Durant. The three is up. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And Durant with the big finish.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams to end the run. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. Durant inside. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Durant, no good.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Williams from long range. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Beal goes in. Outside Durant. Pass to Dunn. Back to Durant. Hartenstein pulls it in. Outside, Williams. Holmgren. It's good. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Durant. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
15 seconds left in the fourth. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Kevin, that was a gritty road.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is
time, but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
And we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the center, filling out the middle. Back to Moody. Pass to Curry. Golden State moving it around. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. Here's Dort. Guarded by Green. Here's Williams. The rebound by Post.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
If you're guarding SGA in the pick and roll, boys, stop the ball, because otherwise Shea's going to get to where he wants to go.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Holmgren with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way in.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry's shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Holmgren finds Hartenstein. Back to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. It's rebounded by Curry.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the miss by Draymond Green. Count that one for Dort.
Nice job by Lou Dort to make his way to the corner and then make the shot.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise. Let's remember that at 6'6", Shea Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And Williams slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Now, here's Holmgren. Still without a basket. It's stolen by Green. At the top of the key, Curry. Pass to Post. Shoots the 3. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Up top, Dort, guarded by Curry. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Over in the corner, Williams. Oh, good with the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Outside Butler. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Butler missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Thunder. They lead by a bucket. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Moses Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Butler. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at the 5 down low. Right now, I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP, and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Pass to Moody. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Butler at the elbow. Green with a screen on Williams. Butler from outside. Dort grabs the miss.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Pass to Dort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Stephen Curry. Frank since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Butler against Dort. Butler hammering it home.
Watch your head, Jimmy Butler in the house.
The Thunder with the lead. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Butler dishes to Green. Butler against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's Green with the 3.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And so here is Golden State and the basket by Curry. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Over in the corner, Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Outside Curry. The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
Very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Pass to post. Outside Curry. Lets the three fly. The three ball from Curry.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with the ball. And he converts the layup. Dort's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Butler, no good. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. To the paint, here's Hartenstein. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Curry, a screen on Williams. Here's Moody, and the slam by Moody.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Curry passes to Moody. There's the pick. Puts up a deep three. A putback. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no sign. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Mitchell in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Caruso kicks to Williams. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Podziemski. And it's Mitchell missing. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a one-point game. Pass to Jackson Davis. And stolen by Caruso. Mitchell wide open. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Payton attacking. And the dunk by Payton.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit.
Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Wallace. It's deflected. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Payton with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Podziemski. Covered by Mitchell. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Mitchell passes to Williams. It's stolen by Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Outside Williams. It's stolen by Heel. Here's Jackson Davis. Bucket is good. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Wallace outside. There's a minute left in the third quarter. The Thunder with another miss. Here's Golden State now. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Caruso against Kuminga. Pass to Pajemski. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Caruso against Heel. Caruso, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Payton with a screen on Mitchell to the inside. Stolen by Mitchell.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. We've got Butler. Curry is out there with Moody. And it's Green. And it's Post in at the 5. And Post gets it to go.
Now, Jimmy Butler is an unselfish teammate. This guy loves to get his teammates involved.
Inside, here's Hartenstein. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Here's Moody. That 3 off the mark. Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Post. Warrior shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Williams with a clean look. Here's Hartenstein, and the layup's good off the glass.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Launches a 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Pass to Green. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Here's Post. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
3 from the inbound. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Up top, Dort, defended by Butler. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Curry. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another 3.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Butler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry's shot is good.
Big sequence there, guys. Curry takes it upon himself to take and make the big bucket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Green with the block. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Curry. Another shot. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Post. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And the Warriors lead by 6. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And it's Butler missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Williams for 3. Good on the triple.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Butler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's the Warriors now. They lead by 4. Offensive rebound. The kick outside to Butler. And they go to the intentional foul.
Who gets Dort? First personal foul. 13 foul.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry's shot is off. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with
out.
Two elite rebounding teams here, BA, so making sure that possessions count. Work to get the best possible shot you can in the half court, because you know there's not going to be a lot of second opportunities in this one.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Moody. And it's Post in at the 5.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Now here's Butler, defended by Dunn. Shot on the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Beal, the pass to Booker. There's the drive. Back to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Durant with a screen on Curry. Three-pointer, Beal. It's rebounded by Golden State. The pull-up. Pass to Post. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. It's a three-point game. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by Phoenix. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and Coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
And that shows the toughness of the guard, Bradley Beal, just powering through.
Curry against Booker. On the attack, Curry. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Oh, BA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Here's Butler. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Back to Moody. They set a pick. And there's the drive. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Booker. To the inside. And Durant with the big finish.
The slam from KD, just getting to the rim for an easy one.
Now Curry. Up and in on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
That's on Jimmy Butler.
Well, I like when Devin Booker's decisive about forcing the action. It's clear the defense is respecting his ability to score the ball.
And he sinks the second. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Curry looking it over. And the layup is good off the glass. Curry's got 6.
And that's Curry showing some of that toughness, not going to shy away from contact.
Booker, the pass to Durant. It's stolen by Green and stolen by Booker to the paint. For 3, Durant. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Green. Hammered home by Green.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
Booker, pass to Beal. Outside for Booker. Curry with a steal. Butler finds Curry. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Butler passes to Curry. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Phoenix for the rebound.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Durant's shot is off.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Moody. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Warriors. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
Well, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's done in at the three. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Curry. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Beal. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And Beal with the reveal of some of his resiliency on that and one.
Phoenix shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, BA. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano a mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get. This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. They get it again. On the wing, Durant. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. The Warriors leading. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green. So smart. So athletic.
Draymond Green sees that he can get out into the lane. He can run the floor with some speed.
The kick to Durant. An easy 2 on the layup. Durant's got 6.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to post. Back to Curry. Here's post, covered by Richards. Here's Curry. It's deflected, and they get it back. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The 3, and that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 7 points here in the quarter.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
Booker against Butler. Beal outside. Elbow shot on the way. Rebounded by Green.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Down low. In transition. Here come the Suns. Outside Durant. Richards with a screen. Durant, the pass to Richards. For three, Booker. Oh, yeah, Booker dialing long distance.
That's Booker's specialty. So good at rising up and connecting off the catch.
Booker against Curry. Butler, a screen on Booker. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Booker against Butler. Durant with a screen on Butler. Outside Durant for three. The rebound by Moody.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Curry with it. Beal picks him up. Here's Butler. Knocks down the 18-footer. And the Warriors lead by 6.
If Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
For three, Durant. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moody's got 4 rebounds now. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Warriors on top. They're up by 6. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So on the floor for Golden State, Gary Payton II is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Buddy Hield, then it's Kuminga, and it's Jackson Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bold uses the glass on the layup.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
The Warriors lead by 4. Now here's Pajemski. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Plumlee finds Bull. Martin with the ball, guarded by Hield. Martin pass to Bull. It's stolen by Kuminga. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Oh, how about Moody with the open court finish.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Jones' shot is good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And no matter if he starts or is a reserve, Tyus Jones always takes care of the ball, Brent.
Incredibly low turnover numbers throughout his career. This is the kind of guy that coaches put implicit trust in to run their offense. He will continue to find ways to be part of any rotation throughout his NBA career.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. And a nice finish on the layup. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
4-3. The Warriors pull it in. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Inside. It's stolen by Kuminga. On the break. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, running the lane in transition can be a skill right there. Buddy Hield, relentless in getting himself to the rack.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Payton against Allen. Outside Jones. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. It's stolen by Kuminga. In transition, here come the Warriors. Fires from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Kuminga's got 5 points in the quarter.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Allen. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Grace Jackson Davis picks one up. It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one. And he's good on the second. The Warriors lead by 16. And here's Pajemski. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Hield from outside. On target from range. Hield's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Allen against Payton. Puts up a deep 3. Martin outside. Driving in. Can't connect from short range. Golden State has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. And it's Hield missing. Suns trail by 19. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Outside Payton. Oh, misses the dunk.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards, and it's done in a small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Booker against Butler. The kick to Durant. From downtown, buries it from 3.
This is how quick off the draw Durant is. Great timing.
Outside Curry. Three-pointer. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
For 3, Durant. The Warriors pull it in, and they're pushing it up. And it's hammered home by Green.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Beal outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Moody. Outside for Green. Pass to post. To the inside. Moody goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Moody's got his first 2 points.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Over Green, and there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one. Drive by Curry to the left side wing. Baseline jumper. Again, the Warriors score.
Yeah, it feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
On the take. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Curry finds Butler. Shoots over Booker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
Man, you wake up tomorrow and look at this box score, and you know that Kevin Durant had a massive night.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Curry passes to Moody. Pass to post. Here's Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Dunn. Beal against Curry. Beal's shot is good.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
On the wing, Curry. Booker defending. On the wing, Green. Booker against Curry. Pulls it from the top of the key. Durant pulls it in. Suns trail by 19.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Warriors.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Dunn, the pass to Durant. Jacks up a 3. The shot off that time. Outside Moody. This one for 3. The Suns clear it. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And then Beal with the dunk.
Well, that was just a quick glance from KD. He looks at the defense and makes the play.
Curry against Booker. Now here's Curry. He's closely guarded. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForce.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
We have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. And Durant gets it to go.
Yeah, even though he's slender, Durant is good at keeping his balance through contact. The man is stronger than he looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot, and Hartenstein finishes inside.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Outside Durant. Booker the pass to KD. Down low. Outside for Beal. 5 on the clock. Pass to KD. Fires for 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Floats one. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Booker. Following the basket by Lou Dort. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Durant. Holmgren with the block.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Now here's Williams. Again, the Thunder score.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
It's Beal on the wing. Looking to end the run. It's good.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Trailing by 2. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. 51 seconds left to play here in the first. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Just 5 to shoot. It's Dort on the wing. Shoots over Beal. Dort misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Booker outside. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Richards. He has yet to score. The three from KD. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Outside Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even...
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the small forward. Who's out there for Phoenix. Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the three. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Thunder. Now here's Booker. Durant sets a screen for Booker. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Richards.
And fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Beal taking his time here. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suns trail by 11. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Holmgren with the steal.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. He goes up again, and the layup is up and in. Holmgren's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Booker outside. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to call out how they've outworked their opponent, doing a great job of crashing the offensive glass and just creating those second-chance points.
Beal against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Booker. Fires away from outside.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Richards. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game. And the All-Star, Devin Booker, an incredible scoring guard.
Since the moment he got drafted by the Phoenix Suns, he has been a beacon of consistency. Every single year he gets better. Every single year he adds something to his game. That's why Devin Booker is one of the best guards in this league.
To the middle, Beal with the steal. There's the drive. Oh, that's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. It's stolen by Dort. Here's Williams. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant against Holmgren. Durant dishes to Dunn. Back to Durant. Crafty move. KD so efficient in there.
I don't care which side of the pick and roll KD is on. He is the threat.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Inside, Holmgren. Banked in off the glass. 9 points for Chet Holmgren.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Durant just inside. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Mitchell is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position.
Those mid-range looks will be there for him. Nice work to capitalize.
Now Jones. Allen, a screen on Mitchell. Jones drives in. Allen passes to Bull. Back to Allen. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 12. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pass to Wallace. Off target with his 3. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Bull. Nothing on the board. Outside Martin. Caruso with the steal. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Suns trail by 12. Plumlee finds Allen. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Fires the 3. The shot comes out.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Wallace looking for an opening. Here's Williams. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williams has got his first 2 points.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Pass to Jones. Bull, a screen on Mitchell. Jones, the pass to Bull. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Williams, a screen on Jones. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Here's Bull. That one drops for him.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. AD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do.
2 minutes remaining.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
And there's the call on Cody Martin. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Caruso. Outside Williams. Williams sets a screen for Williams. 4 on the clock. 2 points. That one goes. Williams has got his second basket of the game. Suns trail by 9. Jones with it. Still scoreless. Bull, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Jones. Caruso with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Wallace. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And now it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Williams against Bull. Caruso grabs the miss. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Oklahoma City. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Caruso sets the screen for Williams over Plumlee. Williams' shot is off. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Allen for 3. That one, no good. The Thunder leading by 11. That's tipped and stolen by Bull. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Durant. Muscling it in. Kevin Durant.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Williams, a screen on down. Here's Caruso. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not.
The previous play is under the
are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You know, why not?
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Booker against Dort. Puts up a deep three. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin. Getting the points there from Devin Booker. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Richard. Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Durant. Durant rising up.
Absolutely aggressive move by Durant, taking it right to the hole with authority.
Hartenstein with the screen on Booker. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. They get it back. Nobody near Williams. Good on the three-point shot.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Shots good by Booker.
Boy, Booker has so many ways to beat you on that offensive end.
Williams against Dunn. Holmgren with a screen on Dunn. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. A second chance effort. And Williams with the layup. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
Fantastic finish by Booker.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Booker. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Booker outside. Dunn outside. Pass to KD. Dunn sets a screen for Durant. Durant drives, and then Durant with the jam.
Durant too quick off the drive. Easy dunk for KD.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Outside Williams, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. KD a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Beal against Gilgeous-Alexander. Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock, and he gets the bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Thunder lead.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. It's colder than cold. But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Outside Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
And Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
Holmgren with a screen on Booker. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Here's Holmgren. No good again that time. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Williams from downtown. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Beal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That one on Williams.
Yes. Beal is a fantastic three-point shooter, but Bradley Beal can also mix it up down low.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the win.
Hartenstein with the screen on dime. Sweet move. Got it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
So they foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dort. Misses the three. It falls. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials, they review it here. And the officials are headed to the scores table to review it. Let's see what happens here. Beyond overtime, if the original ruling of no basket is confirmed.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they rule that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the...
your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Here's Post. Pass to Curry. Inside. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Williams. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to go on Moses Moody. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits. Now, everyone's focused on Stephen Curry. He's focused on finding the next best shot. What a pretty pass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Holmgren. Back to Hartenstein. Picked it out of midair. Dort against Butler. Puts the move on. And it's Curry laying it in.
Excellent touch by Stephen Curry. What a smooth offensive player.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander over Butler. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
There's a screen. And here's Curry for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 1 for 3 so far. Dort, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing out.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Williams on the wing. Screen by Holmgren. Crafty move. Williams misses.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you.
An absolute menace in transition. Jimmy Butler puts it home.
Thunder trail by 6. 1:44 left in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Tipped. They recover it. Clock at 6. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go on the assist from Williams.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Yep, that one's good.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Curry looking it over. To the middle. Down low. Back to Butler. Here's post. Shoots over Holmgren. Again, the Warriors score.
Well, Jimmy Butler, outstanding at creating opportunities for his teammates. He is not just a scorer, guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got 6 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Butler, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Jimmy Butler is unafraid to take and make tough shots. Nice one there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Now here's Curry. Gets it off. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. A free-flowing first quarter. Great. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. Now here's Hartenstein. Yet to see a basket. Williams finds Hartenstein. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, BA. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Now here's Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. It's tipped. Dort against Curry. Fires it. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Dort, the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. From outside the arc. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Warriors lead by 6. Green, the pass to Moody. Curry, a screen on Williams. Outside Curry. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. Williams from long range. Connects from downtown. Williams has got 9.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here's Curry. Some solid defense from Williams. Thunder trail by 3. It's Dort on the wing. Moody defends. Hartenstein with a screen on Butler. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
On the attack, Curry. Count it. Good. Grant, there's such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Now here's Williams. He's got 9. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
2 minutes.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's post. And And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Hartenstein from the arc. Unable to get that one. The Warriors lead by 5. Left side Curry to the paint. Here's post, and he dunks it down.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 points in the game. Pass to Hartenstein. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Oklahoma City shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for OKC, Isaiah Hartenstein.
And so Hartenstein nails both of them. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Moody on the wing. The 3 ball. The Thunder pull it in. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Williams' shot is good.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Dort against Butler. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Golden State foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Williams taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. The Warriors lead by 5. Now Pajemski outside Kuminga. Healed, a screen on Holmgren. Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. And Kuminga throws it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got 3rd quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Jalen Williams really making a difference here.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Now here's Wallace. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Caruso. Gets stolen by Hield. In transition, here come the Warriors. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, with so many playmakers and shooters, that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Second shot opportunity. Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And that's all the result of some good defensive awareness.
The Warriors lead by 7. Healed from outside. That shot missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Caruso with it. Kuminga defends. Williams. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Outside heel. And the shot goes in. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Boy, soft touch from Hield on the floater. I didn't know he had that in his game.
Outside Mitchell, uncovered. Buries the jump shot. Mitchell's got his first bucket in this one. Golden State has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Outside Pajemski. Here he goes. Got a hand on it. Wallace outside. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Williams. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Hield.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Outside Pajemski. Takes it inside. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now here's Mitchell. Williams with the screen. Outside Mitchell. 5 on the clock. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Hield against Caruso. Pass to Pajemski. The three. He buries it from 3. Pajemski's got 7 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Mitchell, the pass to Williams. The kick out to Williams. Wallace outside. Shoots. Pajemski grabs the board.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end, building this lead up in large. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Mitchell. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Alex Caruso, and it's Wallace in at the 2.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Curry, he's open. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Dort with it, now guarded by Curry. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Curry with it. Curry takes it in. Soft touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Well, you keep the defense off guard with a suddenness there. The burst on the drive by Stephen Curry.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Hartenstein with a screen on Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 12. Butler can't get it to go. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Holmgren with a screen on Curry. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren for two.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Outside Curry. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds in the game. Curry with a steal. Right side Moody. Pass to post. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Curry, no good. Thunder trail by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Shoots over Curry. No good off the back of the rim. The Warriors have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Moody defends. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Moody with it, working on Williams. Back to Moody. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Williams. It's Dort on the wing. The Thunder with another miss. The Warriors lead by 10.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Warriors.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
Pass to post. Golden State needs to get off a shot to stop the drought. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Fires from way outside. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Gilgeous-Alexander against Butler. Over to the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end this cold spell. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And here are the Warriors now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to post. And here's Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. And the Warriors lead by 13. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the 5 spot. Now here's Curry. Here's Butler. Pass to Moody. Offline with his 3. Katie against Green. There's the 3. And Curry pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Moody. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy's such a well-conditioned athlete, using that vertical he has to get up and throw it down.
Katie, a screen on Butler. And Booker kicks to Beal. And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Booker looking around. Durant finds Booker.
Well, he's not going to let any shot go uncontested. Jimmy Butler trying to get his teammates to do the same on defense.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They set the pick. Pass to post. In the corner, Moody with it. They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot. Trying to find Moody. Gets it to him. The baseline J off the mark.
Well, that mid-range J usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Dunn dishes to Booker. Over Butler. No good from Booker. And here we go. It's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Kind of fun when you have a fast break where guys want to join you. And Jimmy Butler, he's a member of the party.
Booker against Butler. Booker the pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. Fires from deep. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And when Booker's connecting from deep, this offense goes to another level. Good to see him drain that.
Booker against Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And he banks in the layup.
Man, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
During our talk, I asked Coach what makes Kevin Durant one of the best scorers ever. He told me it's insane that a 7-footer has that much skill. Kevin truly is one of a kind. No one can stop him one-on-one. We need a team effort. Of course, KD's going to the Hall of Fame, and he's still giving opponents nightmares late in his career. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Now here's Booker. Here's KD. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
You saw how close the defender was. It really doesn't matter. KD creates the space and still scores.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Here's Booker. Goes back up. Outside, KD. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Great natural instincts of Durant. A good decision maker now on the pick and roll.
Curry against Booker. It's Curry with the drive. Here's post. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
From 13, Durant inside. Guarded by Green. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Basketball.
9 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Well, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We got Draymond Green. Curry is out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Butler. And it's Post in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Curry can't get it to go. Suns trail by 7. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games. And athletic play right there, Devin Booker on the inside.
Curry against Booker. Curry crashes inside.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Booker inside. No good. Now shooting just 20% this game at 2 for 10. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks.
I like the timing, too. Jimmy Butler just bursting off of that pick to get to a shot.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Suns basketball.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
And Booker kicks to Durant. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the Suns.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Outside for Durant. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Offensive rebound. Here's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Like how Durant uses his wily frame there to get off those shots. Not an easy shot, but for him, man, it looks easy.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Durant kicks to Booker. KD sets the pick for Booker. Booker going to work inside.
Most fans think of Devin Booker, they think of the range, but man, he's attacking right now to get to the line.
They kick it out to Green. A 3-ball. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Booker inside. Defended by Butler. KD dishes to Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
It's always interesting. Free throw shooting, consistency at a high level. That's an attribute that Devin Booker shows off every season.
Curry on the drive. Pass to post. No good. His first miss after 3 makes. Suns trail by 12. Now here's Booker. Nine feet out. The shot's good. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Curry has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. They've got Jones. Bull out there with Martin. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Allen in at the 2-guard spot. Bull up top, defended by Kuminga. It's taken away by Payton. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Payton.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Here's Bull, and the layup is good.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next 2 years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Martin finds Allen. Bowles setting the pick for Allen. Launches it. Pajemski grabs the board.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Allen passes to Plumlee. Tipped away. It's stolen by Kuminga. Healed outside. Over Martin. And the rebound goes to Martin. Allen inside. Payton's there. And slam dunk by Allen.
And a long windup and strong follow through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Suns trail by 17. And here's Jones. Hasn't made one yet. Bull can't hit. 1:49 left in the third quarter. And for such a young player, Brandon Pajemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player. Brandon does a great job of that.
Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Martin. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Martin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. Up top, Pajemski. Defended by Jones. Now Pajemski. He lobs it up. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. 46 seconds left to play in the third. Jones looking for an opening. Plumlee with the screen. Here's the three. Jones, no luck. Warriors leading by 16. Going inside. He gets it in there. Pajemski's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Golden State's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jones against Kuminga. Driving to the basket. Here's Jackson. Wow, nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Moses Moody is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Post in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. They get a hand on it. 5 to shoot, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Suns ball.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Booker's shot is good.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets into space, he's going to let it fly.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Curry against Booker. Curry's shot is off. Suns trail by 20. Durant the pass to Beal. Done outside. Curry with the steal. Here's Moody. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Warriors?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
5 on the clock. Hands it from downtown.
And Durant, one of the purest shooters in the league.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Suns on defense, trailing by 19. In the corner, Moody with it. Post. The shot from the low post is good.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And Booker kicks to Durant. Over Green. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The shot will not fall. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 21. It's Durant on the wing. There's the pick. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Man, you wake up tomorrow and look at this box score, and you know that Kevin Durant had a massive night.
Curry attacking. Pass to post. Back to Curry. Rejected by Booker. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Suns ball.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. KD sets the pick for Booker. Outside for Beal. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Beal. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Durant. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. And then Durant with the jam.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Warriors.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Stephen Curry.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Booker finds Durant. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to post. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And here is Durant. Tries again, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it goes on Draymond Green.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
He's off on the second. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Curry, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been. All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent.